Psst, wake up! It's Wednesday! Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm your host, Jay, and every week I'll be here revealing insider techniques to help you go from best kept secret to sought after thought leader. Stories touch people. Stories create instant rapport, likability, and sometimes captivate your audience into a full-on love fest over you and your message. But there's an art to storytelling, and I bet you're wondering, how can I learn to tell my stories so that they really come to life? Well, let's figure that out together in today's video. If you don't know, I love musical theater. When I was 5 years old, my grandma took me to see Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. What could be better than people in beautiful costumes with elaborate sets and lights telling stories through song and dance? I was hooked after that first live show and spent the next 20 years studying the art of performing live on stage. Thought leaders can learn a lot from Broadway, and I want to share with you a few tips I learned along the way that will help your stories come to life. And no, I won't make you put on wigs or costumes and sing songs like I do with my friend Heather and my production team when we're hanging out or working together. To start, you want to focus on re-experiencing your stories as you tell them. Broadway actors relive their stories each time they perform them on stage. That's 8 shows a week, and it's not an easy thing to do. So we had to find a way to bring fresh energy to the audience, show after show, and enjoy the performance for ourselves. You may give the same speech a few times, and the key is to emotionally play full out and fully go there as if the story you are feeling and telling is happening right now. If you go there fully, your audience will be there right with you, and they'll love every second of it. Next, you want to recreate the scene. You want to narrate the story as if you are still in the moment and paint a super clear picture for the audience. Tell them all the details about where you were. You could use the temperature of the room, the feeling in the air, the sounds, the textures of the things that you were tasting or touching. The more sensory details you use to set the scene, the better. In theater, we say, God is in the details. To me, that translates as love is in the details. Your audience's love for you and spreading your message. Enhance with your stance and gestures. Use your body and your full range of motion. One of my favorite comedians is Dane Cook because he uses his whole body to tell his jokes. So get your full body involved. Your audience will love it. Share more than you order people around. When you notice you're going into preach mode and nagging at your audience by saying things like, I want you to do this, you have entered into forgettable territory. Rarely people say, I remember the list of action techniques you gave us during your speech. I just loved them so much. They actually say, I still think about that story you told. It really resonated with me, and I'm so inspired. If you want your audience to expand your credibility, and if you want to tap into message staying power, then use these 4 tips to make your stories come to life. Now the real connection and sisterhood happens in the comment section on the blog. Tell us a story in writing and really make it come to life. You can tell us anything you want, but let's stick to something positive like love or synchronicities, achievements, favorite memories, or anything that will lift up our spirits today. Your fellow sisters and I will be there to entertain you with our stories. And hey, did you like this video today? Can you think of anyone who is not the best at storytelling but could be if they learned the easy and awesome tips from today's video? Definitely. Well, I'd love for you to share this video with them on Facebook. Of course, darling. One last thing. Did you get the gift I attached in the email sharing today's video? I shared the story of how I booked my first Broadway show using some of the techniques I shared in today's video. Oh, yes, it was amazing. Thank you, Jay. Sure, anytime. I give gifts in the form of downloadables, detailed resources, and personal success secrets almost every week to those of you who subscribe and join my email list. And I don't include these on YouTube, the live blog, or anywhere else online. So if you're not on my email list, you could miss out. Head on over to JanineYoder.com and type in your name and email to subscribe. I believe when you share, you shine. So I'll be back next Wednesday with more of what you need to wake up with the intent to live and love fully. See you next week. Ta-ta, love! Do you desire to take the stage with your message? Are you ready to go from best kept secret to sought after thought leader? If it's your time to shine and all you need is a little technique and practice in front of an audience, join us for Captivate. Head on over to captivateretreat.com to learn more.
I don't know. Can we watch a family photo ever?